Hey guys, we're back. And we're going to be back with Adapt to Adopt, a nonprofit. And come on back. We got another organization, Adapt to Adopt. So come on back. Hey guys, hey. Come back, Don.
What was the Cash App? We'll put it all up in the
Cash App for Just Cause Foundation was Just Cause Foundation. $ Just Cause Foundation. Cash App Just Cause Foundation.
Okay. Hello, Chocolate. Thank you for coming. So real quick, just like we do at every room, if some of you guys was in the last room, just know we got to do some of that because there's a whole new section. You're with Young Alumni Council. We are a committee that is a part of AALU, the National Alumni Association for Lincoln University. We are doing our annual Black Voices campaign. Give us 1 second. We'll tell you what it was. We're doing our annual Black Voices campaign. This is our nonprofit edition. Every February, we highlight Black voices from Lincoln University. Mm-hmm. The last couple of years, first we did businesses. The next year we did authors, writers, creatives. And now we're on to nonprofits. We thank you guys for being here with us. Do me a favor. All 11 of you guys that see that arrow at the bottom, press it. Send it to your friends and tell them to get here if they want to link it or not. Get here so we can talk about Adapt to Adopt. We can talk about the great work that this alumni member is doing, and how you guys can support it, how we can support it as a family.
Absolutely. Welcome, everybody.
Hey, girl.
What's up, Dom? I was hoping I was going to see your face. I was like, I didn't know who I was going to be speaking to today. I didn't know if it was going to be one person or two. I said, Dom better be up on here.
I'm here just for you, girl. I'm here. So now, introduce yourself. Tell us a little.
Can you move up a little closer to the phone so we can hear you clearly just as well? Yep. Let me sure.
You back up a little bit from the phone so we're not looking up your face.
Can y'all hear me good?
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
You just in an open room. That's what it is. You moving closer, not going to change it.
Okay, got you. So I'm good though? Hey everybody, my name is Chanelle. Everybody know me as Nell. I'm class of 2010. I was part of the basketball team. We just won tonight, y'all. We're moving on to the next round. And I also was a part of the women's softball team. And my organization is Adapt to Adopt.
So tell us a little bit about Adapt to Adopt. Your beginning phase is the mission.
Okay, so the name came last. The idea came first. Adapt to Adopt is we're an organization that supports adopted children and foster care children. We also support adults, adoptee parents, basically anybody that's in the foster care and adoptive community. It came about after I filmed my biological family. The idea came to me to put an organization together based off of the things that I wish I had growing up and the things I also wish I had during the process of finding my biological family. So that's how it really just all came about. I was throwing names out there trying to figure out what I wanted to name the organization, and then Adapt to Adopt just came when I was just making a statement like people need to adapt and adjust to adoption because the foster care system has such a negative aura about it that there are positive things about foster care and adoption that aren't highlighted because the negatives overweigh it so much. So that's just generally how it came about, and we've been active for going on 4 years now. It'll be 4 years in this April. So looking forward to continuing to be bigger and better, and every year it gets bigger. More people get in tune. More people want to support and contribute and donate. So I'm just thankful that people are open to adoption and foster care.
Hey, I just want to reset the room and just welcome everybody. We are speaking with Adapt to Adopt, and Chanelle is the founder and alumni class of 2010. And we are hearing why the great, amazing work that she does. And then we're going to donate $18.54, right, to the organization because we believe in supporting each other and we're a community and a tribe. Don.
So for me, this is super dope because I spent at least 4 years working in the foster care and adoption world as a recruiter, a foster parent recruiter, and certifying adoptive families. And I know firsthand the importance of having someone saying yes to the call. Someone saying, yes, I will be a foster parent, especially to older children. I devoted a lot of my work to looking for foster parents for teens, for children that identified as LGBTQ, and for siblings. And the work is phenomenal that you're doing. The mission that you're promoting is phenomenal because a lot of people just don't know the dire need of foster parents, especially right now during this pandemic era. It's a great need. So if you ever thought about it, make sure you step out and get some more education. And hopefully you learn something tonight.
I just want to shout out real quickly my good brother, John Johnson. Tasha, what up? Jazz, what's up? Thanks for coming in. Maxie, what's up? What's up? What's up? Welcome, guys. Chanelle, I have both of my grandmothers adopted 3 boys. So adoption was like a big part of my family. And to your point, it's like it didn't seem to be a lot of services for them. So can you talk about maybe the beginning of your organization? Like, what was the first program you did or first program you ran for your organization?
So the first program that I ran is my actual program. It's the mobile duffel bag drive and basketball game. So as a lot of people know, when you are placed into foster care or removed from your home, all your belongings go in trash bags. So I said, why not put our things in duffel bags? Because originally it's like, I was thinking on the lens of kids going into high school, wanting to try it out for teens, and not having the proper gear to feel comfortable enough to try out for a team. So that's where the duffel bag idea came from. Because I'm an athlete, I carry a duffel bag. So that's how the duffel bag idea came from. And then another way that you can blend in with a group of people and not feel so isolated is playing sports. What other way than to bring people together than a basketball game? I play basketball, so that's the first event I do with my duffel bag drive and my basketball game, and I do that every year. It's every August, always the second week of August, for students who are going back to school so they can have the proper gear and school supplies to go back to school. So I do that event every year, every August. And then another thing I do is I do What's Up Wednesdays. I post a video every Wednesday on my page. I talk about adoption, I talk about foster care, I talk about sports, I talk about mental health, I talk about anything that's going on, and it all ties back to foster care and adoption.
So I really want to highlight why it's important. Me and my partner actually just did a duffel bag drive because it's so important. If you heard her say children travel with their clothes in trash bags, and it has been said multiple times that sometimes they feel just like trash. When they leave from one home for whatever reason, all their stuff is thrown into a trash bag and they're sent. Sometimes stuff doesn't even make it to the next location with them because it's in a trash bag and it ends up getting left in the back of a van that transported them. And they literally feel like I just keep getting thrown out of places. So when people talk about, I don't want to have children in foster care because they are, some of the things that happen within the system create this additional level of trauma that helps. Or when a child comes to your home and you see them acting out, it's because of the transition. They already don't feel wanted. The last person put me in a bag. They packed up the food that I had and put it in a trash bag. The same bag that they put their garbage on the side of the street with.
Yeah. And it's funny that you mention that because by people that know me, I don't have trash cans in my house because I don't like trash bags. And people, my friends never can put 2 and 2 together why I don't like trash bags in my house. Like, I don't have a trash can in my house for that reason. I don't like trash bags. So it like you said, it makes sense to the trauma that you get in foster care. I just
want to acknowledge some of the comments. We have people who are supporting you because they are adopted parents. Just Cause Foundation says, they're adopted and they would definitely want to support you and maybe collab. So that's dope. And that's the thing about this kind of work that we want to do with young alumni and alumni in general, like make connections. So hopefully you guys can partner in the program. I know you do your duffel bag, so I would love.
If you can I can't, for some reason, I can't see the comments. I can see people joining, but I can't see the comments. So is this, y'all going to share this live so I can go back?
You won't.
Yep.
Okay.
You won't see the comments when we save the live. But what you can try to do, swipe down from the top. You know, see the little arrow at the top. Swipe down and then swipe it back up. It may make some in the comments come back.
Okay. Okay. Got you. Thank
So,
you.
So, go ahead.
Can we post and so I can pin AdapttoAdopt's Cash App? Is it Cash App or Venmo?
I have Cash App, Venmo, and PayPal. So
is it all the same name on all of them?
It's not, because I was fighting to get, you got to fight to get ownership of the
Put your
name.
Cash
I think it's
App
the Venmo. Use the Cash App that says your name because it's easier to remember. AdapttoAdopt.
So that's Venmo. Okay, got you.
Okay, guys, just a quick reset before we get farther into her story. You are live with the Young Alumni Council as we do our annual Black Voices campaign, nonprofit edition, where we highlight alumni who are doing work in the nonprofit sector. Most of them have been founders over the last couple of weeks. Today, we are also sitting with another founder, Chanelle, of AdapttoAdopt, and she's just telling us the importance of people becoming foster parents, supporting the foster care industry, as well as adoption. So, Chanelle, you told us
again, guys, we're donating $18.54 to Venmo, AdapttoAdopt. That's the organization. Also, AdapttoAdopt.org. If you want to learn more, they also have an Instagram. So please, as a community, we come together. We're supporting these organizations, these founders, and the work that they're doing, and we're putting our money where our mouth is. We're donating $18.54 to support her work with supporting foster and adopted kids.
Mr. Wally Mays, I can't see the picture, but I appreciate you. I can't see the picture, and I don't have my glasses on.
So that's the guy from the last live.
Okay, I don't have my glasses on. Sorry.
The picture is not of him.
Over here squinting.
No, the picture is not him. The picture is Tariq.
Okay.
Yeah, the picture is Tariq. So, all right, you your first event. Tell us what it felt like when you got done the first event. How, like, was it your motivation to continue? What helps you?
Man,
after the first event.
Okay, again, those who know me, I don't like talking. I don't like big crowds. I don't like doing none of that. So for me, even to just be up here speaking with y'all is like, it's a big, Dom knows it's a big jump for me because I don't even like doing all of this, but I'm doing it because of my organization. So after the first event, I was just like, wow, like I really did it. I really did it. Like I really organized this whole thing in less than 3 weeks, got everybody to come out. Had a successful basketball game, had a great turnout. Kids came out. It was just, I felt like weight was lifted off me. Then I was like, okay, now it's time to plan again for next year. We're out in a new location. All the pre-planning stuff was ready to go all over again.
So Harold asked this dope question to Wallace, and I want to ask you though.
I was just about to ask it too.
Yeah. What is in your wildest dream, your biggest vision for AdapttoAdopt?
To own our own house with our own basketball court in the backyard.
That's doable.
Because when the house I grew up in, it was a three-story house. Two women adopted me and my sister, and they also adopted 2 set of sisters too. So it's two siblings in that house. But we had a big backyard, so I always had my own full court in my own backyard. So I didn't have to go far to go play basketball. Even if I wanted to, I could. But why leave home when I had it in my own backyard? So I want that, not only for myself, but for the house that I want for foster kids and adopted children.
So like we said in the last video, somebody in here, y'all in real estate, a lot of y'all. Pass the house over. Harold, you have another question? Give me 1 second.
I was just going to say the same thing. Like, we're a community. We need to make sure that dream happens. So if somebody has resources, a house, if somebody laying down, whatever your skill, whatever your gift, whatever your connection is,
Shut up, Dad.
you can donate $18.54 to their Venmo, AdapttoAdopt.
Thank you. I truly appreciate it.
No, we appreciate the work that you're doing. It's really important.
Thank you. I appreciate the invite as well.
Absolutely. I think it's dope. And I'm, like as I said before, I have two grandmothers who adopted three boys. So
Harry, you're really low right now.
oh, okay. So, I was saying, guys.
No, you did it again.
What?
You covering the mic when you start talking.
Oh crap! Sorry. Thank you very much. Can you hear me now?
We gotta get to a tripod.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Oh, thank you. So, guys, as a community, we need to make sure that house happens. We need to make sure that that basketball court in the backyard happens. We're a community. We want to make sure that we're helping each other's dreams happen and be realized. So we want that for you. If you have a connection, if you have a house, if you have cement, please, please, please support Chanelle, support AdapttoAdopt. And if you don't have any connections with a house or anything like that, go ahead and donate $18.54 to Venmo, AdapttoAdopt.
So Chanelle, we're asking people to donate at least $18.54 or more. But do you have any other ways people can kind of help you with your mission?
Even so, if you could just follow AdapttoAdopt page and just interact with us, especially share the What's Up Wednesday videos. Those videos are going really well. So I just like people to follow the page, and if you can donate, you can donate. If you can contribute, you can contribute. But I just want people to really tap in and watch the videos because there's some great videos on there, and I had my parents on there. So and their video was really great. So it was great to hear why they chose to adopt and how they transitioned from them having their own children and adopted 4 more children in their 40s. So their story is great. Just I just want everybody to tap in, especially on Wednesdays. That would truly mean a lot to me.
Guys, I'm sorry we didn't let you know that she is based in Philadelphia currently. Currently, the program is based in Philadelphia, but we know through growth, AdapttoAdopt will be servicing more than just Philadelphia. I'm trying to think of what
I got you. Pat, text me your size and I'll send you one over. Asking about this crew neck I had on in my video.
Is there anyone on the live that is familiar with the work of AdapttoAdopt that you want to come on and talk about it? Are you familiar? Are you a beneficiary of the work? Are you have you participated in the basketball games? Jump on, please jump on.
So Chanelle, while we're waiting to see if anyone else wants to jump on, what is something important that you think we need to know about AdapttoAdopt?
Something important. That even adoption doesn't only affect children, it affects adults as well. You know, the working in the field, you know, we have how much work we have to go through just to get our records, to get our original birth certificate. In some states, it's illegal for you to even get your original birth certificate. Like, you have to really go to court and fight to get your original birth certificate.
I didn't know that.
So
Is it illegal?
Just imagine you aging out of foster care, you 18, you trying to go to school, you don't have no ID, no social security card, no birth certificate, no shot records, all the forms you need to get a job or to go into college, you need to get, but you have no access to it.
Wait, people are aging out of foster care without these documents?
Yes.
Because it's crazy. Some states are really, really crazy. It's crazy. So every state is different. You just have you have to know your laws. Also knowing that there are scholarships for children who are in foster care and who are adopted that are out there in the world that I didn't even know about when I was applying to college. That there are scholarships out there for children who were in foster care or who are adopted.
There are. I'm about to tell you all about that. Wallace, the Cash App is AdapttoAdopt, not Venmo. The Cash App is AdapttoAdopt.
So I could put it all in here if they'll see it.
So before I just want to make sure if you have donated, please, if you feel comfortable, take a picture, share with us so that we can share it on our stories and we can encourage other people to adopt, to donate.
Oh, Chanelle, we had it all wrong. I'm glad you were on top of this.
Yes.
I thought the Cash App was AdapttoAdopt.
The Venmo is AdapttoAdopt.
Oh, well,
that's another thing, y'all. Everybody in here, when y'all start these organizations and these businesses, make sure all the names are the same across the board. Y'all don't know how hard
but that's real.
Fighting to get some of these names. I own one of my names so far. I'm fighting for the other two. It's so hard to get it. It's so hard. People file for LLCs and don't even be using them. Like,
but I'm gonna say what I'm about to say, but let's get into that part of it because a lot of people don't really. I've been seeing a lot of people start nonprofits lately or start programs. And I'm not even gonna say nonprofits because it hasn't even been listed as a nonprofit yet. Yeah. But one of the last things you talked about is the grants and the for children going to college. And I want to put this education out there just so if anyone else runs into someone. If a child is in care over the age of 13, doesn't matter if they remain in care. But when I say in care and foster care, kinship care in Pennsylvania, kinship care is living with anyone that you have previous relationship with, not just your biological, right? Or congregate care. Congregate care is any group living facility. Any child who lived in congregate care, foster care, or kinship by the age of 13 is entitled to a scholarship to go to college. They on your financial aid, it will ask, have you ever been a ward of the state after the age of 13? Oh, you simply answer yes, and it brings in your family contribution to 0. So you get the greatest amount of state dollars. And this is here in Pennsylvania for sure. In other states, I'm not sure if you get the greatest amount, but the FAFSA is the same across the board. But in Pennsylvania, for sure, you get whatever the largest amount of state dollars you can get in terms of grants and scholarships, you will receive. There's multiple scholarships for children who are in foster care who were adopted. I have ran into plenty of students who did not know this, who were struggling to pay. Also, if you know a child is, and depending on what your state and city laws are, that's going to college and they're 18, don't encourage them not to sign themselves out of care. Do not. If you're currently still in foster care, tell them do not sign themselves out of care. Children in Pennsylvania is allowed to stay in care up to the age of 21. Which means they will still continue to receive financial assistance to the age of 21 from the state. They will their workers, the agency that backs behind them will be able to contribute to the needs that they have while they're on campus, the financial needs they have. So a lot of people, and I'm saying this because a lot of people get to 18. And unfortunately, children are in care for a number of years. And Philadelphia, you're only supposed to be in care from 15 to 18 months. It's people that's been in care for 10 years, continuously or in different segments, right? And so by 18, it's like, I'm done. But encourage them to stay. I'm trying to throw this education out there because a lot of people really don't know about foster care. We have a lot of assumptions. How people come into foster care. We think everybody was abused to the end. Everybody was neglected to the end. Sometimes mom couldn't turn the lights on. During the pandemic, we know a lot of people who lost their jobs and couldn't afford to pay their bills. A lot of their children could end up in care because that's a safety issue. So I'm doing it so we can rework our minds about why Chanelle wants to support foster care, not just because she was a part of it. There's a lot of people who were a part of foster care.
And I didn't come from a crazy background. I've been with my family since I was born. I came with them straight out the hospital. Straight out the hospital.
So we have a lot of stigmas connected to foster care, and it's important to debunk some of this because a lot of people don't want to get into foster care or adopting children from foster care because you think they're coming with so much. We all are coming with so much. You can have your own biological children.
That's how my mom said. I had asked her. I was like, "What were your thoughts about adopting? Like, were you afraid of what you were going to get?" She was like, "Sweetheart, you have your own kids and you don't know what you're going to get." That's no lie. That's what she said. She said, you don't know how your kid going to come out.
So I just want to take a second to just acknowledge the partnerships happening in this chat right now. Yvonne, she mentioned Miss Rivers mentioned that she has a Instagram live, and she's inviting people to jump on her Facebook live. Sorry,
Okay.
And it's Birth Mom's Real Talk podcast in season 2. So if you are interested or you're an adoptee and you want to come on and tell your story, please jump on to Mrs. Rivers' Facebook live show.
I love it. Harold, you have to stop moving.
Okay.
Guys, so if you left some information here and you want to connect with people, please also, when we get off, DM it to us. Please DM whatever, so we can make sure if you send something in terms of wanting to connect with a person, please DM it to us so we can make sure they've seen it and it happened. I do really quickly before we move to the end, get into the whole nonprofit and making sure, because that's something that I touched on with some other people, but it's important to notice because some people are probably listening and hopefully you're inspired. You're inspired to give at least 1854 or more, and maybe you're inspired because you have a pain point. You have a passion burning inside of you that you want to, bring to light. Oh, Chanelle, where did you go? And starting a nonprofit is a lot easier than most people think. I'm seeing a lot of people out here make a small move of, Chanelle, I want you to jump right back on real quick to talk about getting into nonprofit. Making a small move of getting an LLC instead of a 501c3. So real quick, tell us about your journey to doing the stuff for your nonprofit.
It starts with not being afraid. That's for me one. Like, it starts with me not being afraid. It starts with me just believing that people want to support adoption and foster care and sharing your story. A lot of people didn't know that I was adopted, and when I finally started speaking on it, people just couldn't believe it because I come from such a great family that you wouldn't think that I was adopted because they treat all of us as if we are their own. So like when I started talking about it, people was like, man, what? And then when I posted a picture of my biological mom and the resemblance is so heavy, like people just couldn't get over the fact that the parents that raised me weren't, my biological parents. But one, it just starts with sharing your story. Believing in the vision that you have, because only the vision was given to you for a reason. Believing in the vision that you have, and not getting caught up by watching what other organizations are doing and how 1,000 people support this one event and you only have 2. Like, you have to stay your course, but stay true to your craft and your passion, and the right people are going to follow and the right things are going to fall into your lap. Don't just go seeking for more when it's not really something that you want.
That's a bar. Don't seek for more when it's not really something you want. So basically, know what it is that you want, right?
Right.
Not what you see.
Right.
Don't go after things based off of what your eyes are seeing, but what your heart is feeling, what your mind knows to be true. That's a bar. She don't just shoot balls. She gives bars too. Okay.
Crazy girl.
Okay.
Crazy.
Okay, guys. So make sure that you're donating 1854 to the Venmo AdapttoAdopt. Or you can slide in their DMs and find out ways that you can partner or contribute. Remember, we're a community. If you did donate, please go ahead and take a snapshot of it and send it to us so we can repost. Post it on your Instagram Live, and we can repost, and we can encourage other people to do the same.
Chanelle, thank you for joining us. I appreciate you being here with us. Harold, let's close this out with some more information about YAC. We thank you for being here. We're going to make sure we repost. We'll post this up, and then we also will share your information in our bio.
Thank you. I appreciate you guys so much. And the work y'all doing is so great that y'all bringing the young alumni back in. I love it so much. Thank you.
We appreciate it.
Have a great night.
You too.
So, guys, thank you for being here with us. Most of you guys came back. Some new people came in. We had a phenomenal time today. My filter is hating on me, but that's okay. Harold's
You got a filter on?
Not really, but my camera's actually broke. We're gonna call it a filter.
Yeah, I was gonna say. The broke camera filter.
The Cash App. The Cash App, Chanelle, drop your Cash App again for him, please. Please drop the Cash App again, Chanelle. Appreciate you being here. Again, you guys were tuning into our annual edition of Black Voices, our nonprofit edition, where we are highlighting Black voices throughout the month of February that are doing great things in a nonprofit area. So we guys, thank you for tuning into that aspect. I just want to give you some quick information about YAC. Harold, tell them the focus of YAC. What you about to say?
I was gonna say but I mean we have this, we're highlighting nonprofits, but the bigger picture is us being a community, like us being our own Wall Street, us supporting each other. We are, some of us tithe, some of us donate to other organizations. Here's alumni organizations you can donate to, right? Here's some of you have your own business. How can we support you in your endeavors, starting your own business, and etc. So that's what it's about. It's not about getting on here and just talking about people and, you know, for them to brag. It's for us to support each other. Somebody's inspired in this group. I saw in the comments that this was their affirmation for them to start their nonprofit organization. And that's what this group is about. Inspiration, support, alumni Wall Street. That's what I want to call it. So,
can you really give them a quick overview, guys? Don't leave yet. Get a quick overview about what YAC is.
Young Alumni Committee is an arm of the AALU, which is Alumni Association of Lincoln University. And our job is to branch and be an introduction to the Alumni Association for you guys. So we put on programs and we encourage you to donate to the school, because that's what alumni, grown, sophisticated alumni should be donating to their school to ensure that Lincoln University lives on forever. Just like Harvard and Yale and all the other schools, we give back to make sure that the Lincoln and the legacy continues on. So we have a couple programs coming out this year. You can check on our Instagram.
Before you jump into that, we took on this challenge of doing this arm to bridge the gap, to do to educate and to entertain and to provide value. So hopefully you guys are receiving the value. We want to make sure we educate you on the need of being a part of AALU by being a member, and you can do so by joining your local chapters and the national chapter. Also, literally just help making sure you know what's going on. We're putting you in places to have the information. And if there's one more other reason, if I'm drawing a blank, I'll give it back to you. But Harold, go ahead about ways they can participate.
Well, I was going to say, this is also your organization as well, YAC. So come on and jump in. If there's a program you want to do, come on and jump in. If there's a way that you want to help, if you want to host one of these IG Lives, come on in. And if we have space and time, we'll definitely, this is our organization. So if you have ways or means to help, come on and jump in. We're actually we're doing our next event is our Founders Day cookout, which will be in May. We're looking for people to come on and help plan. If you have, like Dom said, 4 hours a week to contribute to it, you can jump on meetings. Yeah, please slide in our DMs, send us an email. Let us know. We're happy to have you.
We're looking for people, in terms of Founders Day cookout, we're looking for committee members in the Baltimore, D.C. area, right, in the Philadelphia area, and the New York City and North Jersey area. We will be doing a cookout, a Founders Day cookout to celebrate recent grads as well, bring them into the fold because we understand the disconnect, as well as to celebrate us and our Founders Day, right?
Yeah.
In 3 cities, all on the same weekend. Hopefully we might be able to even get done on the same day, right? But if not, it's on the same weekend. You have somewhere to go on Saturday and Sunday. That's one way to participate. Other ways to participate is by letting us know how you would like to give of your time or your treasure. Mm-hmm. With the recent activities that happen at Lincoln University, there's different things that are coming up and people want to know how they can participate. If you are interested in doing the committee, DM us because we're going to miss some of this. We won't be able to come back. Please DM us immediately after, or you can slide off for a second.
Nicole, Mel, Taylor, come on and DM us if you're interested in helping.
But with the recent events, one of the charges that we received from Lincoln University are we're looking for wellness professionals, therapists, therapists, counselors, wellness professionals in an arena to help run some professional-led groups. They have some student support groups up there, but they're looking to have some professionals lead some groups. So if you can volunteer your time to lead a group at Lincoln University. Currently, the students are asking for things to be in person. They're kind of a little burnt out about this virtual world. There is room to do some things hybrid and maybe even all virtual, but they really, really want us on campus. So that's one way. The next way is to do like a one-time workshop or group. The third way is they have a care team. The care team are members of the counseling center and the women's center who walk the halls of the dorms and the campus to be where the students are if the students need them. They're looking for professionals that are, wellness professionals, counselors, or someone else in the social service industry to be a part of that care team. You can do it for one time. You can do it multiple times. You can do it in the evening. You can do it on the weekends. But we need to kind of get up there as soon as possible. So if you are interested in being a part of that charge of kind of helping with the well-being of some of the students, please DM us, and I'll let you know what I need from you. I want to say the last way is I'm going to let you into the cool kids. We need to add some people to YAC's committee in terms of the work that's being done. And we want to pass the torch. So we're looking to add some members that are in the class of 2010 down to the class of 2022. If you are interested, please let us know. We will gladly help you run YAC as we transition into some other things.
Again, guys, we're donating $18.54 to Just Cause Foundation and Adapt to Adopt. If you have it in your heart, if you have it in your ability, feel free to donate. And thank you, everybody, for joining.
Guys, if you're watching the replay, please make sure you share this out. If you watch all the way to the end, share it out. Guys, as we replay this, please make sure you, when we post it to replay, please make sure you share. Angel, since you just getting here, watch the replay. And I'm going to ask you, it's going to be a quiz on it. It's going to be a quiz.
Who's Just
How can you sign up? How can you sign up? Listen, join the alumni chapter in your community, as well as the national. You can find that in our bio. If you need more information, DM us directly. I'll send you a voice message. We can talk back and forth about what the need is. But it's important for all alumni to be active members of AALU, your national and your city. If you do not have a chapter in your city, they're most likely maybe a regional, and they're working on an at-large global local chapter. Kind of, you get it? Makes sense? Like, you might live in a different country, so they're working on having a chapter for people who live abroad and in places who don't have regional chapters or local chapters. So signing up is by getting off of this live when we're done, going to our link tree, tapping the link for ALU, and going over there, go ahead and pay your dues. Just that easy. They're not about to ask you a bunch of questions. Just pay your dues and become a member. When you do it, let us know. Let us know so we can highlight you. Let us know what you're doing and what your friends are doing too.
Yeah.
We won't highlight you just for paying your dues, but we want to highlight you for the dope stuff that you're doing in the community. When you're doing stuff with work, when you're hosting events, when you're selling products, tag us. We want to see it. I'm newsy. I like to know what's going on.
She's not exaggerating.
People to know what's going on, okay? They ain't call me 411 for nothing. But thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for making YAC worthwhile. Harold and I love you guys. We're holding space for Lincoln alum. We hope you appreciate it. And if you want to see us do anything else, let us know.
Have a good night, everybody. Thank you.
Drop them orange and blue hearts before we leave, real quick. Drop us some orange and blue hearts. Drop them. Drop them. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. Speed fingers, get the emoji. Blue hearts. Let's go. Follow your page. We will. DM it to us, please. Where's the orange and blue hearts? Y'all moving too slow. Yeah. That's just from us. Yeah. Come on. The orange and blue hearts. Orange and blue hearts. Orange and blue hearts. One time. Oh, you want to leave me hanging?
Oh, me?
Lincoln Pride. Oh, you?
Lincoln Pride. Yeah.
That was dry. But guys, the orange and blue hearts are lit. They're louder than his Lincoln Pride. Have a great night. Go and be dope.
Good night.